Hey guys, just wanted to make this video just simply to say a few things, also some interesting facts about me and some things I wanted to tell you guys. First of all, my numbness in my mouth is gone, so I can talk normally now and eat. But first of all, I just wanted to say something about me and all that really ticks me off, as well as every other dinosaur fanatic, or paleontology fanatic, or Jurassic Park fanatic, whatever. And that is the things that normies say. Which, I can make a whole rant on normies, it's very overdue. You know what a normie is. A foul-mouthed jerk, prixical teenager, or adult, or whoever it may be that thinks, well, look at that, it's a sauropod, it's a long-necked dinosaur, it doesn't matter if it's Argentinosaurus, Mamenchisaurus, Amargasaurus, Brachiosaurus, Apatosaurus, Camarasaurus, whatever. It's a Brontosaurus, because that's actually a real dinosaur still. Well, actually, first of all, for those who don't know, Brontosaurus, the dinosaur that you were taught was a real creature and all, either wasn't a real creature or was a different species and was just simply confused due to a Apatosaurus skeleton with a Camarasaurus's head, so yeah. But even worse than the Brontosaurus thing is, well, people who call pteranodons flying dinosaurs, or even worse than that, pterodactyls. Or even worse than that, looking at a Mosasaurus or whatever it may be and say, oh, it's the water dinosaur. There was some kid in like 7th or 8th grade who said, hey wait, Extinction Level event wiped out all the dinosaurs? What about the water dinosaurs? And me and the teacher explained, those aren't actually dinosaurs, they were other creatures, and they may have died off due to other reasons. And yeah, calling a human, calling a pteranodon a pterodactyl or any kind of sauropod a brontosaurus is about as outdated and offensive and all as calling a black person the N-word, as Shinobi03 said. Cue the clip of nostalgia critics saying the N-word unironically. Anyways, what next? Oh yeah, here's a little fun fact. Never take food from well actually you can at times, but don't ever take food from a store from my grandma and all. Stuff that she may buy and all, because the past few days we and my mom have been clearing out garbage in her apartment because she's going to be moving and all, and her house is like littered with stuff and all, and boxes of food and all that kind of jazz, and ugh. I literally found a box of lasagna that was from 2006. 2006! The same year Cars 1 came out. Jeez, ugh. So yeah, don't always take food from my grandma, unless it's something new. I read a comment earlier from someone asking me, hey wait, why didn't you include Speedy in that video with all my stock cars, like what formation is this, that video? The reason is because my Thailand Speedy sucks so much. The orange is blindingly bright and all, and that's how Speedy is supposed to look, but he just kind of stands out when he's made in Thailand, because he immediately grabs your eyes and then you can see the Thailand problems. His eyes are blue, which doesn't fit the rest of the stock cars because he's Thailand. He's blurry. I tried white outing over the obnoxious eyeline when it didn't even end up looking right, and part of it's chipped off. And also, well, actually, let me just go get Speedy. Okay, here's my Speedy. And now you see what I mean. And a spoiler, unlike a China die-cast where if part of the car chips and all, it'll just reveal the gray metal underneath, which is kind of realistic. Because the way how Thailand cars are done, it ends up revealing the underside paint and all, because his whole body would just be orange, and then they just put blue over it, so when the blue comes off, it just reveals the orange. It's so distracting. Ugh. So yeah, I don't ever use my Speedy in any of my videos, mostly for these two reasons. So for those who are wondering why Speedy isn't in any of my videos and all, it's because I want the China version to replace it eventually. Now some more interesting facts about me, finally. Have you guys ever heard of the Livonia Spree? It's basically a carnival event that's been going on for a few decades now. It's something I've been going to ever since I was a child. I have very, very fond memories of this, and I have tons of pictures of me on rides and stuff. There's these gigantic slides that you would get into, these sacks and all, and fly down the slide and all. There's a petting zoo. There used to be a rocket ship and all. There's a pirate ship that swings back and forth. There's space rides galore. There was a tornado ride. There's at least there was, I believe, a Caterpillar little roller coaster for little kiddies that I loved as a kid, and I still do. I don't know if they still have it. There's food and games and shops and fun and all, and it's just tons of fun and all. And plus, it's not too far from where I live. It's like a few minutes drive, and it's right next to where my grandma is. Here's a spree in a sort of area. There's a main street going this way. There's a side street that we always go down, and it goes into the little residential area where my grandma lives. And there was a nice time a long time ago where it was late at night, and I believe we watched the fireworks and all, because they always do fireworks on the last night, because it goes on for like a week or so, and you get tickets and stuff. We left the spree, and we went to Grandma's home and all, and I started watching Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And that was one of the earliest memories I have of the movie. Because as a kid, I don't know if you know about this, I actually used to be terrified of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. No, not for the reasons you think it is. I wasn't scared like, oh no, the kid's going up the pipe, she's gonna blow up, she's now in the garbage, he's so small. It's not because of any of those reasons. Or Willy Wonka being a psychopath or anything like that and all, and the clickbaity garbage stuff that is on YouTube talking about it. No, I don't know. Maybe it was like the Oompa Loompas or something like that kind of. I also have this weird memory of, and I think I know why. I remember watching the 2005 version and all, and I remember this weird memory of like Augustus going up the pipe and all, and Grandpa Joe and everyone else looking down or looking up at him, and I remember how green the grass is and how everything was kind of darker looking. And I remember hearing Grandpa saying, "He's up high," for some reason, like up high. That scene, that line wasn't even in the film and all. I don't know, maybe just because hey, look at Augustus, he's up high. I can imagine one of the characters saying he's up high. So yeah, when I saw Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory when I was a few years older and all, it was at Grandma's, and I only got to see the Veruca Salt and Mike TV scenes, and then we headed home, and I got to see the end credits when we turned it on at home. So yeah, after that scene and all, I then got to see it more times again and again, and then I started to fall in love with it. And then years later, I suddenly came across the 2005 version. I was like, wait, there's another one? Oh, that's what I remember as a kid. It wasn't the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory one. Oh wait, it's squirrels? I thought it was rabbits. Huh. Wow. And when I first got to rewatch the 2005 version, I actually thought there was two Augustus Gloops for some reason. You know the scene where he's being interviewed and all? Or it was like, butter brittle caramel? I thought he was talking to a brother for some reason, and the brother's like eating something while the brother's talking to him, like, what do you taste, caramel? Or something like that kind of, yeah. The more you guys know. So yeah, that's how A Night at the Spree got me reintroduced to Willy Wonka. Lots of fun. And the reason I bring up all this Spree stuff is because, well, the Spree was cancelled this year. Curse you, 2020! Curse you! And it's not the only summer event that's cancelled. The Woodward Dream Cruise, we also have lots of memories of. Not quite as fond memories, because it's not quite as fun, but it's basically where it's an event in Woodward, Michigan, where people bring all kinds of classic cars or cool cars or whatever it may be and drive around just showing them off to people and all. It's a lot of fun. You have food and events and music, and we always go on these long walks down the roads and all. It's very exhausting, basically. I remember talking to this lady at a tent thing that was like for Chevy or something like that kind of, and I was naming dinosaurs, like, did you know an Argentinosaurus is the biggest and all? And there's a picture of me talking to the two ladies, and they were like laughing. Oh, you're so cute. Good memories. Well, guess what? That was also canceled this year. I don't think it would happen yet. It's somewhere in the middle of August, and that's not happened yet. But yeah, two things I care about canceled. Thank goodness that the zoo's now reopened, but you have to social distance. Ugh. And finally, the last thing I wanted to tell you guys is that, well, I'm on Hangouts. If you guys want to talk, well, we can talk and all. There's a lot of you in my YouTube comments that don't actually have anything to do with Hangouts, or at least I don't see you in any Hangouts groups. Looking at you, RX Rampage and William Afton, I want to talk to you guys. Especially you, William. You're like my best online friend. So yeah, I think that was basically it. If I check my list, yeah, pretty much. Stop blowing! Darn fan. Oh, and also this. Yeah, the MS Poseidon in Minecraft. To quote 4th of July Freddy in the Hottest Dog video, bloody gorgeous.